On the morning of the 30th of June 1908, something exploded over Siberia. There was no war, no bomb, no volcano, no obvious impact crater. But in the forest near the Podkamennaya Tunguska River, the blast flattened around 2,000 square kilometers of trees. Witnesses saw a fireball tear across the sky, followed by a flash shaking ground and a wave of heat powerful enough to knock people over. Then, for years, almost no one properly investigated it, which sounds absurd until you remember the explosion happened in a remote part of Siberia in the final years of the Russian Empire, shortly before war, revolution, civil war, famine, and the kind of administrative chaos that does tend to delay forestry reports. When scientists finally reached the site in the 1920s, they found devastation on an almost impossible scale. Trees lay flattened in a vast radial pattern pointing away from the center of the blast. But at the center, many trees were still standing, stripped of branches like telegraph poles. That was the strange part. If something had struck the ground, there should have been a crater. There was none. So what caused it? For over a century, people have suggested comets, asteroids, natural gas explosions, antimatter, black holes, and, because humans are very committed to making everything worse, aliens. But the most likely explanation is also the most alarming. A small asteroid or meteoroid entered Earth's atmosphere and exploded several kilometers above the ground. This is called an airburst. The object never needed to hit the Earth. The shockwave alone was enough to flatten the forest. In other words, Tunguska was not mysterious because nothing happened. It was mysterious because something enormous happened, and almost all the evidence vanished in the sky. No crater, no recovered meteorite. Just millions of trees lying flat, a few terrified witnesses, and one very uncomfortable reminder. The Earth does not need to be struck directly to be damaged. Sometimes the sky only has to explode above it.